If you try to look at the ability of the government to mobilize their own funding, it's going to be very limited. Usually it's only 1/3. And that's why you really need to invite more from the private capital to enter to infrastructure. So the need is there. The cost or the investment cost is already estimated. The liquidity, which is availability of the capital to want to invest to that activity, is also quite large. The problem is sometimes this is not actually matched, and this is many problems related to the policy, the regional, the sectoral policy, as well as the way you are going to structure the transaction that will be acceptable from the private sector, but at the same time also fair for the people to pay that.
What will it take to forge these public-private partnerships in Asia?
Well, this is one thing which is actually, while at the rhetoric as well as the conceptual level recognized, it is very important. But the success story is actually still quite a view, if you can call it the PPP, which is really working. I know the Vietnam, in this case, have launched the transaction, which is going to invite more private sector, but they have to struggle. For example, like power sector, they have to change both the state-owned enterprise as well as the energy policy. Philippines, in this case, on the infrastructure which is related to the water, clean water, that's called also one thing which is very important. Indonesia, my own country, we've been struggle related to the traffic in Jakarta area, and they invite private sector to invest on the mass rapid transit for quite some time. It's always a problem about the structure of the transaction, the process of the transaction itself, and at the end, what is actually the price that you are going to impose to the public for enjoying that services.